What's up, guys? I've always wondered, is my current brake the best one I can be using? So today I'm testing 5 different brake styles, from the most common to some that you've probably never tried before. I'm gonna go ahead and track a few key metrics. I'm gonna track where I hit the cue ball, how hard I hit the cue ball, and the overall spread of balls and how many I might make per brake. And then that way we'll get an idea of what style of brake is really the best. I've played in 8 different pool leagues, 14 different tournaments, all in the last 4 years. Let's go ahead and start to one you're probably most intrigued about, the second ball brake. With the second ball brake, you're gonna want to go ahead and place the cue ball in line with the head string on the second diamond. With that being said, the cue ball is gonna be about a ball's width away from the rail itself. I more commonly see these when it comes to when you're trying to make the 8 ball into one of the side pockets, so hopefully that doesn't happen, because in the leagues that I play in, that is not considered a win. Fingers crossed, we'll go ahead and get it some good spreads. We won't scratch, the balls won't fly off the table, but we'll still go ahead and get a good spread. So far, what I've noticed is a lot of clusters on the right side. I'm assuming that would be the same as if I hit the cue ball on the left side of the rack. There'd be a lot more clusters. Seems to me like they're all shooting this way and then they're coming back over here and staying together. So don't like to see that. I'm gonna go ahead and increase the amount of power I use the last 5 and see if that shows a different result. I was doing so good keeping the ball on the table. That's definitely a downside to the second ball brake. I've seen it many times. I think what happens is if you hit the cue ball too hard, but you don't put any sort of like backspin or down like English on the cue ball, it'll definitely cause the ball to bounce after it hits that one. Aside from that, the second ball brake, I think I only made 2 balls, and they're both the ball that was positioned on the opposite corner of what I was hitting. And it goes straight into that corner there. Other than that, made 2 balls, scratched twice, and had a really rough start with having a cluster, but definitely not a fan from what we've seen so far. For this next braking style, we're just gonna go ahead and shoot it dead on. We're gonna hit it straight from the middle arrow. The idea is once you crash into number 1, the cue ball is actually gonna keep driving through the rack and spreading the balls up even more. This one, I don't think really matters where you place it, just whatever's comfortable with you and it gives you the most impact. You're not stretching too far or leaning too far in, but you also have enough room to go ahead and actually follow through, so it's not super close to the rail. Not a bad, but definitely some clusters over here. All right, after 5 racks, I was gonna say it's easier to control the cue ball and actually keep it in the center of the table for like the best run out position, but it does definitely seem more likely that you're gonna scratch. This brake already seems to be more impactful when it comes to a better spread, but also making the actual balls after contact. Okay, so after 10, I definitely like the spreads that I'm getting. I'm definitely having a couple clusters that stay on this side of the table. But when it comes to up table, I am getting quite a bit of balls on this side. I'm also getting a lot more balls compared to the second ball brake. Now, we're gonna go to my current brake, which is a little off-centered, but it's one that my uncle showed me a few months back, and something that my pops and I like to try and alternate with a little bit. All right, I don't really know what this brake is called, so I'm just gonna call it Unks brake. What the premise of this one is you're gonna be a half diamond to the left of center, and then it only had one diamond up, which will give the cue ball an angle when it's contacting the one. And your goal is to try and put either centered or just below center on the cue ball, which will then allow the cue ball to come right back up table. It won't stay in the center. Okay, so I already gathered all the balls for the next rack, but when it comes to Unk's style, I've realized that I actually am not able to control the cue ball as much as I thought I could. My goal is to keep it in between this set of diamonds and this set of diamonds. And I feel like that's a pretty reasonable area to keep it in, but using like a stun shot, dead center, or even like just over center on the cue ball, hitting that actually makes it kind of hard to go ahead and control the cue ball after contact, but I have definitely been able to make some balls. Just the cue ball is not going where I expect it to go. All right, after 10 racks of Unk's break, I definitely remember why I liked it so much when I first saw him do it, and why me and my pops both do it as well. It's because of how many balls are able to get to the other side of the table, and how often we're actually able to make one, if not two, especially in those corners or the side pockets. So far, this definitely seems to have more clusters than the straight on break, so definitely something to keep in mind still. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to our fourth break, which is gonna be the same exact setup for the cue ball, but instead of hitting it straight on the head ball, we're actually going to go ahead and hit left of the head ball. We're going to go ahead and call this rack the double time, and go ahead and come at an angle so it gives the same idea as the last break we just did, but I go ahead and hit the left side of the rack instead of the center. And by doing the left side, it would shoot into this rail and then come back in and go ahead and hit it a second time. So it was kind of like a double time break. Let's go ahead and give this one a try. Alright, so after 5 racks, I've noticed that the margin for error isn't the best. I have been able to get a really clean double time hit, I think 2, maybe 3 times now, but there's also not a whole lot of balls going into the pockets, but I do remember why I like this break so much. If the cue ball does stay on the table, which it has so far, there's just so much reaction from the cue ball and all the other balls that it really allows the balls to spread out, and just I love hearing all the clinking noises from all the balls hitting each other, so it's definitely a very satisfying break. Alright, this is actually not a bad spread. Again, I do like this break when it works, but might not be the best one for making a ball on the break. From here, let's go on to one I'm most curious about, one that I actually haven't practiced before. It's called the soft break. We're going to go ahead and set up in the center again like we did earlier. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and hit the cue ball softly, like medium I would say, with the sole purpose of keeping the balls on this half of the table, and hopefully we'll be able to make a few balls into either the corners down here or these 2 side pockets here. And the cue ball is just going to be somewhere centered on this second diamond here, and the goal is to just hit the head ball straight on, but it's going to be a soft break, so you really want to make sure you have a tighter rack, which will allow all the balls to disperse, probably most likely disperse evenly. Alright, what I've noticed with this break is I'm definitely not consistently hitting it at the same speed. I'm definitely pulling back every single time. But that first break I did was really nice. And then ever since then, I haven't been able to replicate it. So we're going to go ahead and focus mainly on that, mainly focusing on going softer and pulling out more. That might have been a little too soft. Now that we've gone ahead and done 50 different brakes, I'm gonna go ahead and rewatch every single one, pull out some key factors. What I've noticed the pros and cons for the soft brake is, don't think I scratched once, which is kind of hard to scratch. But the con is definitely you're not as likely to go ahead and make a ball, even if it's the cue ball. So I just got done watching all 50 of the brakes, and I try to keep track of everything that I've listed here with the key metrics. First one being is how many balls did I make per brake, how many scratches that I have each type of brake, and then the overall spread of the balls, just complete personal opinion on that one, whether it was terrible, okay, good, or great. And then clusters, so 1 is going to be a lot of clusters, so like more than, I would say 3 or more clusters. 5 is going to be like no clusters at all. And then the next thing I showed was the next shot potential. This really just depends on where the cue ball ended up in that brake on average, and how did the rest of the balls lay out. So to start off with the list, my number 1 brake is going to be Unk's brake, which is kind of not too surprising for me. I wonder if that's just because I've used it a lot more than all the other ones. Number 2, this one actually surprises me a lot more. It's just a head-on brake. It's so simple and standard that I figured the only people I'm gonna ever see do this brake are gonna be the people that are like playing at the bar for fun with their friends. Number 3 is the double time brake. I do really like the way this one looks and the way it just feels. There are definitely a good chance of having at least 2 clusters. The soft brake didn't have any scratches, and that's why this one goes in at number 4, but I only made 2 balls. Not the best. One that I feel like deserves more credit based on the key metrics and how I performed those 10 brakes with a second ball does come in at number 5. I made 2 scratches. One of those was just flew right off the table. I feel like I see this one way more often, so I wonder if I gave that one a little bit more opportunity to really prove itself as if it would. That is going to be all I have for you guys for this video. Let me know what you guys think based on the rankings, and then based on what you guys saw here, do you have any other brakes that you think I should try? Any kind of brakes? If so, drop those in the comments. Let me know what you think. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to give this video a like, share it with your friends, and be sure to subscribe as well for more cool content in the future. This has been Trent on the Brake. Boom! And the cue ball is in a great spot.